This is the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games. Here are your overall standings for the 40 to 44-year-olds as we come into event number 2. Chad Augustine knocking it out of the park in event number 1, hoping to keep that momentum going as he leads into event number 2.
And Dusty Highland sitting there in 3rd position. We just saw him on camera. I know he's got a very big thruster as well.
And here are your lane assignments for event number 2 for the men's masters competition, 40 to 44-year-old in the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games. Sean Ramirez in lane number 10, your last year's champion in this same age division. However, he slipped down that leaderboard after an 11th or 12th place finish in event number 1. So he's looking to make up some ground if he wants to get back up on top of that podium again this year.
So obviously Sean we're going to look at in the center of the arena. Also Dusty Highland and Robbie Ho as well. So those guys can shift a fair bit of weight. But can they do it under pressure here on the big stage at the soccer stadium here at the StubHub Center? There's Chad Augustine, our current leader after one event. He looked very composed after he finished that first event. And there he is. He was smiling before. He's still smiling. He's having a good time here.
And Dusty Highland in lane number 1 out of Culver City, California. He's coached Lindsay Valenzuela, who's been on the podium in the past. And I'll tell you this, Jeremy, Lindsay is well known for the heavy weights that she puts up. Everybody says, hey, I want to lift like Lindsay. This is the guy behind the scenes that's coaching her. So this will be some familiar ground for him as well.
So known for his gymnastics background, but also very, very efficient and proficient at shifting weight.
And they are underway. Sean Ramirez knows he needs to make up some ground after that last event. He won the games last year, wanting to repeat as a champion this year, so he's got to have some big thruster.
I don't know if you noticed, but he's just put a little fractional plate on the inside of the barbell before he's loading the plates on. So that's probably a bit of strategy there, just to maybe chip him over the line a little bit if it's very, very close towards the end of the 5 minutes, and he's got that 1-2 pound improvement on anyone else who's going to live.
And we will see that gamesmanship play out. We've seen it already in the earlier age divisions. However, we're going to see it play out in this 5 minutes. These athletes have 5 minutes in which to establish that 1 rep max on the thruster. So the standards that they're looking for, that the judges are looking for, Jeremy?
Yeah, so the squat below parallel, so hip crease below knee level, coming out, and the full press. So knees locked out, arms locked out, barbell in that overhead position. Any movement of the feet, we're going to see a no rep from the judge. So Augustine getting
Chris Exaros making good on 235 pounds, jumping into an early lead here at the 1 minute and 20-second mark of event number 2. For the men's masters competition, 40 to 44-year-olds, as they are loading that bar. And in 5 minutes, you think, Jeremy, they'll have enough time to make 2, maybe 3 attempts at this weight. So a lot of them are wanting to open up with something a little bit conservative, but yet there's that gamesmanship. Hey, do you start out a little heavier? What kind of game plan are we seeing play out and be successful so far?
So far, we've seen people come out and get 1 lift on the board, just to settle the nerves a little bit, shift the barbell, get a feel of the platform on the grass, see how that feels. And then they've obviously got a game plan and a strategy coming in. Are they going to do 4 lifts? Are they going to do 5 lifts? So at the moment, we've got Sean Ramirez hitting a 246-pound lift. So he's looking to climb his way back up that leaderboard after that win last year here.
And Ramirez in the lead. Here's Dusty Highland, lane number 1. One of the owners at Dogtown CrossFit, making good on his second attempt.
So Dusty and Jason Ubaraga currently in the lead, equal first on 247 pounds. Sean Ramirez at 261.
And I got to tell you, Jeremy, he's got to have a good event here after that last finish. I think he was in 11th or 12th place coming into event number 2. And so a first or second place finish even here in event number 2 will do quite well for his march up that leaderboard. Sean Ramirez, an attempt at 261, event number 2. No problem. He made that look easy. It made it look like 135.
He's got a lot more in the tank.
Yeah.
But I think he's just settling himself. He's 3 minutes now into the event. There's only 2 minutes left of this 5-minute capped event. So 2:52 now. So for Chris Burke, just losing it out the back.
And you mentioned a moment ago when you saw Sean Ramirez put those little weights on first. Hey, that could be the difference right there. Here's lane number 6, Jason Uberuaga at 2:54.
Dusty just in front of screen, 262, getting that easily.
So 1 pound advantage over Sean Ramirez. That will move Dusty Highland into the lead with about 1 minute and 5 seconds left.
Now, is Dusty going to look over and see what Sean's going to lift, or is he going to be content going tit for tat with Sean Ramirez? So 276. That's a hefty jump up again.
It really is, and keep in mind we only have a 5-minute time cap, so we've got about 50 seconds if Dusty wants to catch Sean right here. Sean at 276, the former college wrestler, makes good on his attempt at 276. He's maintaining that lead, and that's going to be tough for Dusty to catch with the time period that's left.
I think he might even settle there and just leave that 276 in the bag.
Look at Dusty,
yep. For 277.
About 25 seconds left. He knows he's got to hustle a little bit. He's getting some encouragement from the people in the stands.
The gamesmanship you talked about, just going that 1 pound more. It's going to be really important for him to get this lift going because he's only got 12 seconds left.
And then we've got to say, hey, is Sean going to try another attempt? Dusty, 5 seconds left. If he can stand up with it, but he cannot. So Sean Ramirez will be your winner in event number 2 at 276 pounds with that thruster. 2014 champ.
Great event for him now. He needed that 100 points, especially after event number 1.
But there's the confidence back. He looked a little frustrated after event number 1. In fact, he didn't complete that workout in the time cap that was given event number 1. So,
but cool as a cucumber now.
Yep, getting the momentum back.
Props to the crowd, getting big hugs as well from his other Masters competitors. So here he is setting up for his 276. As you notice, he starts with a power clean. Really strong setup. Gets set. Drops into that squat, nice and upright, and really good press up to overhead.
Nick Zielinski is standing by with Sean Ramirez. Nick.
Sean Ramirez, first place here in event 2. I want you to take me through the roller coaster emotions so far. Event 1, I know, man, your stature, defending champion, probably didn't go as well as you thought. You come through, get first place in event 2. How big was this for you?
Yeah, it's huge. This was, telling you, the first one definitely didn't pay to my favorites. So long lever guys just have difficulty on those movements. So those little ninjas took off on me, and I was trying to catch them, and it took me out of my game. So here I knew I can get back on that top and put up some good numbers and actually PR on this. And it was one of those where I came back angry. I came back just mad and coming back for blood. So I'm excited to be back.
PR in event 2, like you said, how much is playing into it, looking at Dusty Highland, you guys kind of going back and forth, 261, 262, 276, 277.
That's what makes it fun. We all, like, at the end of the day, in the back, we all just kind of like are one big family. And my coach actually said it's a bad thing. He's like, you guys are too nice to each other. So that's where we're kind of going back, and this turned into a little battle, a little war, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to bring the best out in each other and to make sure at the end of it, we still shake hands back there, and that's what's going to happen.
Defending champion Sean Ramirez, an event win here in event 2. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Sean. That's going to help his march up the overall leaderboard. One more look at that heavy, heavy thruster.
Good to see him do a power clean just to get himself settled so he didn't pull himself into that squat because that weight could pull him forward, but that really big hip thrust and great press out overhead.
Here are your results for the 40 to 44-year-olds for event number 2. Sean Ramirez and Dusty Highland battling it out, going to war, as Sean said, right there down to the very final seconds. And only a few pounds separate your top 3 athletes, Sean, Dusty, and Jason Uguruaga. And after 2 events, your overall standings for the 40 to 44-year-olds, Dusty Highland sits on top of the pack. Travis Page chasing him down, and we saw Sean Ramirez jump from 11th all the way up to 4th place after that first place finish in event number 2. So he's setting himself up nicely as we head into the rest of the competition. And we will continue with more action at 3 p.m. Pacific, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back with event number 3 for the teenagers and the masters. For Nick Zielinski and Jeremy Austin, I'm Justin Judkins. Thank you for watching our coverage of the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games.